welcome to episode 41 of my knitting podcast. Knitting in the podcast. My name is Ivonne, and I'm here to talk about all my knittings, my whips, my finished objects, and the things I'm busy with. I'm a knitter from Holland. I live in the east of Holland, nearby the German border, in the Middle East. No, not in the Middle East, but in the middle of Holland in the east. I have a cup of coffee in my lovely London mug, my favorite coffee mugs. So I take a sip. And of course I have a water in another mug. Today is Wednesday, 8th January already. We are a week ahead in the new year. It is a really nice weather today outside. The sun is shining. It's around 0 degrees. There is a forecast of getting a few centimeters of snow. I'm very curious. I hope it will. It will fall in the day so that we can enjoy it, and not in the night. And when you wake up, it's all gone again or nearly gone. Here in Holland, we don't have a lot of snow. We like snow. Most people like snow, but it's always very rare that there is snow or snow, or it stays a few days, or at least one day. Everybody likes to walk through the snow and snowy days. I woke up with again a migraine. Unfortunately, today it was really severe. I have migraine tablets, and when I take one after breakfast, it always goes away. It's not all gone today. It's a little bit in the background, but I felt good enough to tape a podcast today. I had a lot of vlogmases, of course, and weekly vlogs, so I think I start with a normal episode. Maybe you've seen my what I knit in 2024. If you didn't see it, maybe you like to do that, so you can see what I knitted the whole year through. I have a lot of new subscribers, so if you're one of them, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome also. Super nice that you make the time to sit with me, take something to drink, a coffee or a tea or something else, and take your knitting or your crocheting, and I will tell you all about what my whips are. I've got one finished object, and at first I thought, do I succeed to have a finished object this first week in January? And then I thought, of course, Ivonne, you're going to finish the second sock. These socks are my finished objects. These are the Bloody Mary socks. I'm 55, so I'm hoping that my periods stay away. That's what belongs to my age. But it still didn't happen. So a knitting friend of mine says, in September, she says, take all your red sock yarn leftovers and cast on scrappy red socks. And she said the Bloody Mary sock. So I thought that was a brilliant idea, and I could knit on it when I had my period. So that's what I did. The first sock I think I finished, November, somewhere in November. Then I didn't feel like knitting the second sock. I don't know why. It was my period in somewhere in beginning of December. I don't know it anymore. And then I thought, oh no, I don't feel it now. And now this January, I thought, yes, I feel it again, and I will finish them. So this is my first finished object, the Bloody Mary sock, and I love them a lot. I think the color choice is really good. It was so much fun to search all your red leftovers. And some yarns, yeah, this is a Christmas yarn, so here's a little bit green. And this was a speckly one, and here it's a red in. And yeah, I think these turned out really nice. I'm always casting on 64 stitches, 3x1 rib on a 2.25 millimeter needle. The cuffs are made out of 100% wool. I noticed that too late, but I think it's okay for the cuffs. So there's a little bit woolier, thicker wool. I bought it once in Denmark. And then I do always one round normal, and then I start with the colors. So I think I did 6 rows, and this one a little bit more because of the sequence from the colors. This was West Yorkshire Spinners. So I knitted them the same amount of rows and the same amount, the same balls. So that's what I like in this sock. The heels I did with also a normal red, dark red, and then we did the foot in all the colors. So there was a super nice knit, and I finished these, I think, yesterday, 7 January, and I started them in September. So it took me 4 months, but I only knitted on them when I had my period. So that was nice. So that is my one and only finished object today. I'm taking another sip of my coffee, and I show you my whips in a moment. The first sock whip is this one. This is a lovely Henda yarn from Shores. She is on Etsy. I don't know if she sends outside of the Netherlands, but she has the lovely sock clubs, monthly clubs. This is the one from October 2024, and you got 50 grams of this. Then a mini in the gold Stellina one, and we had another mini. You could choose your mini, which one you use with your socks. So I thought this is a nice combination. I think it's turned out really nice. Again, the same amount of stitches, 64, 14 rounds of 3x1 rib, and then I started with the leg. My leg, including the cuff, is 14 centimeters always. That's good enough for me. Heel flap and gusset, and then heel flap and heel turn and gusset, and then I'm doing 60 rows until the toe. That's enough for me. I have a size 40, European size 40, and then the toe, and I close it with a Kitchener stitch. And the second sock is on the needles. I think I casted this on in December somewhere. I don't know for sure anymore, but I don't think that's too important. Maybe you like to know that, but then I have to search it in my handwerkboek, in my knitting journal. This is the second sock. I think I casted this on around the end of the Advent. I don't know for sure. This is what I did yesterday from this stitch marker until here, and now I'm at the heel flap. So this is my second sock, and the yarn knits up really soft. I don't know, it's really quick. It's a good yarn to knit with. Sometimes it's really, this one is a good one, we should say. So this is my first sock whip, and I hope to finish this within 2 weeks, that I can show you next time that it's finished. It lives in this lovely Birdie and Puppet bag, still my Christmas bag with the nutcracker. My red bag, maybe I will use it a few weeks longer. And when this sock is finished, I will put it away for next year. So that is one sock whip. Then I have a sock whip. I casted that on in the last week of Vlogmas. Is also still living in a Christmas bag. This is from Rosie Retro. She's also on Etsy. I casted a scrappy sock on from the balls I had with a swap with Marianne, and this is what I've got so far. Same amount of stitches, 64, 14 rows, 3 by 1 rib, and then I choose to do 5 rows from every color. This is the first sock. At first I thought, I'm thinking of put it in a bag and see next year what I will do with it, but I decided to go on with it. So I don't want to knit so much scrappy socks this year than I did last year. So that's maybe the reason that I thought, I put it away and do it later, but I will finish them first. So this is done, the second scrappy sock on my needles, and will be finished somewhere in 2025. Yeah, same amount of same needle, 2.25 from Knit Pro. That's very good and nice DP ends. I always use DP ends. That's my way of sock knitting, and I'm not minding in weaving ends, so that's a good thing because you have a lot of ends to weave in when you change colors after 5 rows. But I think they're turning out really nice. In this bag is full of balls left over from the swap. I knitted a few gnomes from it, and I used it for my blankets, and I hope to make socks of it. And what's left over, I will show you later what I do with that. So that is the the second sock whip. Then I casted on a new sock. Of course, in the new year, I have a lot of nice commercial sock balls. Yeah, also hand-dyed skeins, but I think I am more a commercial sock yarn knitter. I don't know why. I think these kinds of socks, I think they are too pretty, and then I always think, oh no, I'm not going to wear them yet. Stupid, eh? But yeah, so with a commercial sock yarn, I think it's easier or so to put them on and put it in the wash and so forth. I cast that on a Regia sock. Oh yeah, this is a very nice ball. I saw it last year with 72 Stitches, the podcast, Knit All the Yarn podcast. This ball, and I thought, it knits up really nice with all the different patterns. Super nice. I'm not so far yet. And this is the ball, the Regia design line from Anne and Carlos, and the number is the color number, even zoeken, 03657. So if you think, oh wow, that's a nice one, you can maybe Google it and find it. I did that too last year, and I found it and I ordered it. So it's a really, really nice yarn. It's really, I don't know if you see it, it's really neat. It's really a little bit sturdy. I like it a lot. So this is on my Adi Colibri needles, also 2.25, and also good needles to knit with. So that is my first whole ball of sock yarn that I casted on. My goal this year is to cast on one commercial sock ball, one hand-dyed yarn maybe, and one 6-ply or 8-ply. So that's that's the plan. I don't know if I succeed, because nothing really, I'm human, and maybe I think in about 2 weeks something else. But that is a little bit the plan. But I have a lot of nice balls and skeins to knit socks with. Sock knitting is one of the things I like the most. And I'm always doing vanilla socks. That's my favorite. So you will see a lot of vanilla socks with me in my podcast. Sometimes I challenge myself with a knit along from Stephen West socks. That's what I did 2 years ago, and I like that too, but this is always nice to do. Just vanilla socks. I don't like to knit many patterns. Maybe I will try one with a cable. I don't know, maybe, but you see a lot of vanilla socks with me, so that's what I like to do. Yeah, I take a sip of my water, and then I will tell you my new cast on. Oh yeah, so this was a new cast on. It lives also in a bag from Birdie and Puppet. That was the sock, the Regia sock, and I cast it on a scrappy blanket with all the leftovers from the advent calendars. After I knitted the socks and knitted the squares, I have a lot of yarn left, so I thought cast on a scrappy blanket in fingering weight yarn, because I like to see how the balls knits up. Yeah, and when you held the yarn double, you can't see it, and I like to knit with one yarn at a time. So that was the idea. Sorry, I show you the wrong side. That was the idea, and I started with the balls that were from Ineke from the swap. I had it, with a 10-gram ball. I can do 4 rows, and then I have a little bit left over, so less that I don't use it anymore. I put it in my basket with the leftover yarns for stuffing animals, knitted animals. I cast it on 263 stitches. I thought in the beginning I do 250, but I had a lot left, and I thought, okay, do it, and I counted them, and it was 263, and I measured the bottom, and it is 1 meter and 35 centimeters wide. So this is a mindless knit for every day. The goal is to do every day at least one time up and down, and otherwise you can do more, but that's what I feel. I will do this in the morning. When I wake up, I take my bag and knit my scraps up. That's the idea. I want to use so much scraps I can, because that gives a good feeling that you used all the scraps, and it's really, this blanket will be really for eating up all the scraps, and then I see how far I come this year, and how big it's going to be. I don't know that yet, but it's so nice to knit up all the scraps. And the idea from it is, of course, from my Granny Stripes blanket. I started this 2 years ago. I'm not a crocheter, but this is what I super like to do. This is one of my scrappy projects. I saw it, of course, with other knitters. And 2 years ago, I started in January. And this is how far I am. It's now 150 high and 92 wide centimeters. I measured it last week, and this is such a nice blanket because it's all leftovers. It's all sometimes little pieces, sometimes more rows, but it's all. I make a knot. I don't make a magic knot ball. I don't like that. I don't know why, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it to wind the ball. This is what I do. I make a knot, you see, hopefully, and then I leave long tails on it so that I can weave in my ends. And I did the whole blanket already, so once in a while I think, okay, we'll going to weave in ends first before we get on. Yeah, and I did a lot the last weeks because I had a new crochet hook. I lost my other one. In the meantime, I found it back under the bed, of course. this is what I did the last few weeks from here to here, so that was good. I was knitting and my shoulder hurt, so then I think, okay, take your crochet blanket and do something else. This is now 150 high, and I'm going to go on until 180, and then I'm quitting. Then I think it's big enough. Then I will do a border. I don't know how yet. We'll see that later. But I really, really love this lovely scrappy blanket. It's all leftover sock yarns, hand-dyed and commercial. Everything can go in. I think when this one's ready, I will make another one, but then maybe a cushion cover, because I like to do, the granny stripes. I'm not really a crocheter. Maybe it will change in the future. I don't know. I sometimes like to crochet. I don't like to crochet granny squares, because you have to do, here you can crochet on. You don't have to stop. You make a knot and you go on. With granny squares, you have always stop and weaving ends and then start again. So that's the reason why I like this more. So super nice. I love this blanket a lot. And that was the thought for, you can make a knitted one also, just back and forth, and you see how it looks in a year or so. I'm not in a hurry with these blankets. It's pure when I feel it, I'm going to work on it. And when I don't feel it, it's in hibernation sometimes. So that is my granny stripe blanket. I can show you my Cozy Memories blanket. This is my second one. I knitted one before. That's all from scraps and commercial sock yarn and alpaca. Everything went in that blanket. But I have had it was such a fun thing to knit on. But it's all, I think, 1.5 years ago I finished it. If you want to see it, you can see it on my Instagram account, Knitting Inden. It's a really nice blanket. I used it a lot, but afterwards I missed it to knit a square every day. So then I started in the summer of 23. I started a new one, and in my new one the rule was all hand-dyed yarns. So that's what I did. I'm already very far. If you see my vlogmases and my weekly vlogs, you have seen this before. In the vlogmas period, I did a lot of squares from the hand-dyed minis I got. And now I'm a little bit tired of this knitting square. So I did this one this week. I have still 4 balls that I have to knit up. These balls I got from Mia. Her daughter has a hand-dyed yarn company, Foxy Fibers, and she sent me a few scraps. So these 4 will go in, and I think I'm going to put it in hibernation, because I knit a lot of squares the last 3 years, and now it's, I think, sometimes you feel it and sometimes you don't feel it. And I always do what I feel. That's that's the nicest thing when you knit or crochet. That you don't have pressure from it has to be done now. Sometimes I do a test knit. Then I like it, but not too much. My creativity comes the best when I let it happen. Go with flow. That's what I trying to say. So this is the second Cozy Memories blanket, and it's a fingering weight, and I love it. Of course I love it, but I think it will be a little bit in hibernation the next few weeks. So that is also a whip. And then I want to pick up this one again. I started this, I think, somewhere in November. This is the stripe shawl from Stephen West. I bought this pattern last year already, but I was struggling to think which colors do I want to use. If you read the pattern, you need two skeins of the same color, the basic color, and then you can stripe the stripes with all different colors. But I couldn't. I was thinking, how do I want that, and it didn't came out. And then I thought, I have a lot of alpaca, drops alpaca. I love alpaca, especially outside. It's for me on the bike. It's warmer. It gives me a cozier feeling than the 100% merino ones. These feel cooler on the bike. So, and I thought, Ivonne, you have a lot of alpaca, drops alpaca in your stash. Cast on this shawl. So that's what I did. But I didn't knit on it anymore because of Vlogmas and Advent. So I will pick this up this week again. And the idea is now to do it in black and grays. Got 4 shades of gray. So that this is a moody shawl. That's what I want to do. That's the plan. So we'll see. Not in a hurry with this shawl, but I hope to finish it this year. I always try to. I can knit on a shawl for 4 months, 4 or 5 months, but then I think it's ready to finish it and pick it up every day. That's the best to do. Every day a few rows, and then But this is just the beginning. You have to knit 3 big triangles, and then you make the other one pick up stitches. So it's not hard. It's super simple, and you have to do the purl. You have to do the purl stitch so once in a while. But I like to purl and knit. It doesn't matter for me. So that is what I'm planning to pick up again. Maybe when I'm editing this afternoon, I will knit on this. And it lives in this lovely bag from Inge from Hobby Bags. She makes the most lovely project bags. Here is the name tag. And I bought it last year I think in October. Yeah, I met her at the ontmoetdag, so very nice. It's a little tote bag, so you can take it through your house. That was it. I think I told you everything. Yeah, the one thing I want to pick up again is also the Pinguono from Stephen West. I don't show you now because I didn't knit on it, but we went to knit to purl to, and then the Advent, and so I didn't do anything on it for 6 weeks, but I'm knitting that also in alpaca, drops alpaca, and you have to hold 3 strands together. So that one I will pick up also again. That's the plan. So we have enough to do again. What I say, I don't feel very fit today. Unfortunately, the headache is between the back of my eyes. Hopefully it will go away when I sit down in a while. In March I go to London, and the lovely Janie, she's watching my podcast. I met her at Knit to Purl to. We were in the same hotel with a few knitting people, and it was super nice. So she asked me, maybe we can do a meetup when you're in London, if you like that. And yes, of course, Janie, I like that a lot. So I will contact you before. And I respond on your message. Maybe you read it already. And maybe we can ask Roel too, because she's living also in the UK. So that's my first, I think that's my first knitting uitje. Knitting plan. in January here in Holland you have the handwerkbeurs. That's this weekend, but I think that's too quick for me. I have a lot of nice yarns. I have a lot of nice things from the Advent, so I won't use that before. I will try to knit more from stash and not buy too many things this year, but I'm not on a buying. I can't buy anything. That's not doable, but I want to look what I look more closely what I already have, because I have the most nice balls. My sock yarns, I love commercial sock yarns for socks better than the beautiful hand-dyed yarns. Maybe I said it before. I don't know why. I always think that's you take them also quicker because it's already on a ball. But if you have a skein, you have to wind it up, and that's also sometimes a reason to not take them yet. But the plan is to mix them a little bit. Hand-dyed yarn and commercial sock yarn. So I was cleaning up my yarn room. This is a part of my bedroom. And I saw so many nice skeins and balls. I thought, Ivonne, you don't need a lot of new things this year. But you don't buy nothing. That's not doable. But I hope that there will go out more than there come in. I quit my Opal abonnement, my Opal subscription. I had it for a year now, and I think maybe I will do it later. But I stopped it. So we'll see how that goes. So that's the reason why I thought you don't need to go to a yarn show now. The only thing that I like to do is meeting up knitting friends, of course. But sometimes, when you go to a show, it's super hard to buy nothing. So this handwerkbeurs in Houten was coming too early for me. So we'll see what we do. The rest, maybe I will meet up with knitting friends in a few weeks. I don't know that yet. And we'll see what we do. But the first, my first, how do you say, a little holiday is to London. And I love London. Maybe if you watch my podcast longer, you know that already. But I'm a really fan of England. I went to England, Cornwall. Yeah? I went to Devon and Cornwall this summer. But London is one of the favorite cities to go to, and it's quick. You can go there. You can go there by train. That's my favorite way to travel with the Eurostar. So we'll see what we do in the new year. I feel like come on with this new year. I love it. So I feel better than last year. Last year I had a lot of back pain. My back pain is still there, but it's now a little bit more, because of my balance is better. That's what it is, I think. And I will have to I have to think always, do not too much, but do also not too less. So I have to walk, sit, stand, alternate that. And when I do that, and I go to bed on time and sleep enough and eat well and eat healthy, then I feel the best. So that's what I'm busy with. But this year is better, already better than last year, when I fell out with the back pain and I was a little bit depressed through that. So now I feel a lot better. So 2025, come on! I feel like all the things that comes. So I'm going to stop now because I'm waffling. And I'm going to edit this video. I will put a little footage here after this from my snowy walk last Sunday. It was really short. It was really cold. It had snowed Sunday morning, so I went for a walk at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I think at 12 o'clock the snow is already gone. But in the Netherlands we don't have a lot of snow, so if there is a little bit snow, we're always right away going outside. Stupid Dutch people. I went with a Cindy for Cindy photos for my Cindy Instagram, and you can follow me there. Also on Instagram, Cindy _collector, and my other Instagram is Knitting Innen. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like my episodes and you not already subscribed, please do give a comment, give a like, and I say welcome to the Knitting Innen Club. And then I see you next week with a weekly vlog. Thank you for watching. Doei! January, 9 o'clock. It's snowing a little bit in the Netherlands, and that's very unique. So it took me out of bed, and I thought I will make a walk. But unfortunately, it's going to be 10 degrees today, so it will be not long lasting. But yeah, it's always nice to see